Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me. It feels like such a long time since I made a video, long overdue, but now that the movies and the movie theaters are back in full force, so are these videos. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to consistently making them for you all, and what a better way, to get back into the groove than to review the new Space Jam movie, Space Jam: A New Legacy, of course, which stars LeBron James, and it is not a direct sequel, more, I guess the right term, a standalone sequel to the original Space Jam that starred Michael Jordan, that came out in 1996. So I've been really looking forward to this movie, not only for my personal enjoyment or my excitement, but I'm really excited for a whole new generation, or a whole new legacy, to speak, as the title says, to be introduced to Space Jam, and to have that kind of a big epic kind of basketball movie with the Looney Tunes. I think it's something that so many people grew up with, myself included. If you've seen the channel, you know that I'm a huge fan of basketball. So Space Jam, of course, is a movie that I grew up watching many amount of times. And I'm really excited for a whole new generation to be introduced to it. So let's get right into the review. And as far as the review is concerned, I want to first start off by saying that, look, this movie didn't really have to do too much to impress me. I'm not looking at this movie like, okay, let's judge it. How's the cinematography? How's this, that, and the other? It's Space Jam. Like I said, I love basketball. So, I just wanted to have a good time with it, and I absolutely did. I think it even might have exceeded my expectations, to be honest with you. I was just so surprised at how good it was. I was like, dude, I'm having a blast. I was just laughing. I was smiling the whole time. It was just so cool. And one of the reasons is because the performance of LeBron James, and he's been in a couple of movies before. He was in that movie Trainwreck with Amy Schumer, which he had a pretty big role given the circumstances that he's an athlete, and he was damn good in that. And I always thought, like, LeBron James could probably get into this acting thing, and now that he's on the Lakers, it only makes sense, right? That he's gonna be in Hollywood more. And of course, this is a big passion project for him. Not only is the lead, but he's the producer of the movie and whatnot. So you could definitely see that in his performance, or at least I thought that I could. Is that I feel like that's why he was so good, because it was such a passionate project of his, and you can tell that he was having just so much fun with playing the role, and just having a great time acting, and that's always cool to see. So I think if you're a LeBron James fan, I think you'll definitely be impressed. I'm not saying he's gonna be freaking winning Oscars from here on out, but he's cool. He's a pretty good actor, so that was cool to see. And then one thing that I really loved, of course, of course, about the Looney Tunes, but it takes place, I don't want to get too into the details of the movie, but it kind of takes place in this this virtual world, and in a computer system where it's not only the Looney Tunes, but it has all the Warner Brothers IP and all their characters. So you'll see so many different scenes and sequences throughout the film, where it has some of the most beloved characters, like Batman and Robin, Iron Giant, Harry Potter. You'll see a little bit of everything here. So it was really cool to see, and the animation is just absolutely great. It's cool to see how much it's progressed, because the original Space Jam was just it was a huge technical achievement at the time for what they were able to do. And now you see how much time has passed and how technology has just advanced so much, and it's just like, wow. It just makes you go, dang. It just makes you realize how far we've come from the original. And it's similar storyline. You have LeBron James needing to play a high-stakes basketball game, recruiting the Looney Tunes to play against, of course, not the Monstars, the Goon Squad this time. And he's playing against his fellow NBA colleagues and a teammate of his. You have Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Diana Taurasi, and there's another WNBA player that I'm forgetting right now. My bad. But then you have Damian Lillard. So it was really cool to see that. And but one little element, one little storyline here that is added that makes it more than just about just playing basketball for the sake of playing basketball, is the storyline with his family and his son. It was heavily featured. His son plays a huge role, and it's not his real son. It's not freaking Bronny, but it's like, if you're a parent, I think you'll find some enjoyment in that, because it has to do with you have LeBron James, best basketball player in the world, and he has a son who he wants to play basketball. I'm sure a lot of parents out there have that. They have that vision of what they want their child to grow up to become, to be. So there's that conflict there that is really cool to see, and it has a lot to do, and it plays plays out, you know, in the big, you know, the basketball game that's played. Like I said, no spoilers here, but that was really cool to see. And then, yeah, I just had a blast, you know. It was just really cool. I think it was just really, not nostalgic, but it just kind of took me back, like I said, to the times of when I just grew up and I was watching Space Jam, and to see it now, and to see LeBron James, you know, the best basketball player of my generation, a player that I grew up watching, and one of my favorite players of all time, and now to see him on the big screen with the, you know, the Looney Tunes, it was almost like a little bit emotional to me, to be honest with you. I was like thinking, I was like, just like, man, this is so cool. It's so cool to see LeBron James, and it was cool to see him, the animated version of LeBron James too. That was neat to see. And yeah, I just had a blast. I think if you're a basketball fan, even if you're not, I think this is just a movie that all families can enjoy. It's just, I mean, it's the Looney Tunes. You don't have to be a basketball fan. It's a freaking Looney Tunes. It's the goats of animation cartoons. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, couldn't be more happier. Just a pleasant experience just watching the movie, and just yeah, had so much fun. I think you are going to have a lot of fun out there, and I can't wait to have all of us basketball fans rejoice and to get to enjoy this movie. So it'll be really cool to see how people respond to it. But that's my review. That's how I felt about it. Just 2 thumbs up, I guess. So what did you think about it? If you saw the movie, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It didn't have to be like a compare and contrast. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna here to say, oh, Michael Jordan's version is better, right? Oh, I will finish it off by saying this though. There is no question. I don't want to get into the debate of who's the GOAT, greatest basketball player of all time. That's another story for another day or another channel. But I will say, by far, LeBron James is a much better actor than Michael Jordan. That is hands down. Yeah, so there you go. I stirred up the pot there a little bit. So that's my review. What did you think about it? Like this video. Leave your comments below if you liked it. Stay tuned for more movie reviews. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.